This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Sooners will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteers offense takes the field. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
You could not script a better start if you're on defense, and great job being heads up and being aware that this offense may come out trying to be aggressive and throw on the first play. Everybody executing their assignments, and they get a takeaway right off the bat.
Excellent field position here for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Vols are on the move.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season
and the pass hits, picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Catch in the middle. It's sharp. We talk about the importance of a quick start in SEC play, guys. You just can't afford to get in a hole.
No, you get behind. The head-to-head matters. Every conference game is so important for the standings.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Sooners decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll try the run. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Vols headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Looking for a block. It's Burks. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll give it to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. He'll ride his man on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hauls it in. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking to throw on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown Volunteers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Louisiana showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. He'll do it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. This offense has a 2nd down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd down play from the gun. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, This offense needs to get their heads out of there and you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. It's been very evenly played through 2 quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The give on the inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Offense lining up quickly.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally. It's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a gap. It's Sampson. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
To throw, it's Arnold. He caught it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! They take the lead with the 6. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Arnold. Fires to the middle. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now they'll run the draw.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Into the end zone. Caught close to the marker. It's Burks. Touchdown Sooners! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Utah. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it at the 25. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. It's complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves,